this way. Maybe it has to go back a little bit more.
Go back.
Yeah, actually, you can probably just push it.
Like that? Yeah, that's fine. Good enough?
Good enough.
It's probably too.
Oh, that's too loud, so let's turn it up.
I feel like there's not as much in the frame as there used to be.
I know, that's why I was saying.
Is it too close?
I think so.
Oh, music annoying, Dan says. Well, we got to do something here. There. Okay. Does that work? Okay. Get my towel. Yes. Okay.
And I dropped my towel, so I have to try and fish it out.
Where?
It's in here.
Oh,
It just fell
just
by
careful
my
your
feet.
feet. Both of these have a 30-minute timer, so you got to turn that dial back
do
to
that, yeah.
30, and then.
All right. Read manual before use. I didn't read the manual.
Who?
I didn't. Hopefully you did.
All right. People are in there.
Good
already.
evening, Mr. Tully, Dan, get detoxinated, CC. Chet. Oh, Chet. Didn't even see you come in.
Jeez, this is like a tight fit tonight. This is like a boa.
Yeah, this too.
All right, who's here? Mr. Tully, good to see you. Chris, you're in the chat. Dan, good to see you. CC, hello. Good to see you. Hey, Chet. CC, what portable sauna is that? Which one, CC? The one on the right or the one on the left? This is a Durham from Amazon. That is a relax sauna. Mr. Tully, what does he say? I can't read that.
Which one? The top one or the bottom one?
Bottom.
Bottom says hello, super niche, hardcore sauna chat room, and Matt and Chris.
That's true.
That's why I was laughing actually, because I read that earlier.
Yeah. It's true.
Pure Being will also be commenting LOL. Phone versus laptop for me. Look at us getting extra views because he's double dipping.
Who?
Dan.
Oh.
He's logged in with both the Get Detoxinated and Pure Being tonight.
Good to see you, Edwin.
Hey.
How's your DIY creation going?
Edwin says 30th day.
I forgot this one. Yours doesn't have a bar, but mine does.
Yours.
Yours
You know what though?
It's an interesting design.
It is. It's really tight on my neck.
Huh? It's the position.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
So, I'm noticing already. Somebody just said hi. Truth Provider. What's up, Truth Provider? I'm noticing already that this thing, even though there's not a bar in here,
yeah,
it seems to stay pretty spread by itself.
Yeah, it has. Well, I'll have to show you.
This is the one that you said it has in the sides, right? It's got the supports.
Holes right here.
Yeah. Okay.
They're all the way on the side, but they don't.
That's amazing, though. Like the amount of support that you get from that,
right?
And keep it. Again, one of my biggest complaints about the very first one that I was in, Thersage, was that the first one? Synergy, yes.
Yeah.
Was that it felt like everything was coming onto your shoulders, and it was closing in on you. This definitely doesn't. Like I feel
it's really wide.
Very weird in here, actually. Yeah.
Very weird. You're in a black hole.
Pretty much.
It feels so that tent fabric for some reason feels more airtight than these nylon woven ones. Like I feel like there's more vinyl or rubber in that. Like it's, you know what I'm saying? Like it holds in either moisture or heat or both, or I don't know.
Are you talking about the whole thing? Like what?
Like just the fabric. You see how mine is like a cloth material?
Okay.
And that one seems more like rubberized.
Yeah, I guess this. I feel like I'm in a hot cold bag right now.
Yeah.
That's what I get out of this.
Did you do the time?
Yeah, I flipped it back already. Truth Friday said hello. Pure Being said LOL. Chris double dipping. Edwin sweating about every other day to keep that corona away. I don't want to say it, but
they're all ruined anyway. I mean the videos.
Lots of people at work are getting it.
If you look at my admin account, it just says flag. So
nice. All right. So yeah. Well, in that case,
I can't read that. You're gonna have to read it.
Yeah, it said sweat every other day, keep the corona away. Lots of people getting it. Then do a Wim Hof shower.
Cool.
Chet said Chris is getting right to the point. Point spread? Point spread, yes.
What's going on, guys? It's day 30 of 30 for 30, sort of. I noticed that I'm missing day 24, so might have to do, in the list. You know how I did all those days where I wasn't in the sauna? There's not a day 24 with me in the sauna. So
you cheeky bastard.
It's day 30, but I think we're missing a day 24. So might have to
all right, guys. So tomorrow we're gonna do sauna 30 for 30, day 24, and we're gonna slide it in there. We're gonna have to go back to when Matt wasn't doing live streams in the saunas, and I'll be in the infrared or the DIY myself, and he'll be running the computer from outside.
I want you to try the DIY because I was sweating bullets last time.
Bullets, sir. I don't think we're allowed to say that.
We'll see how you do in this tonight.
Unacceptable.
That one was pretty hot too.
My titties are hot.
Who said hello?
Connie said hello.
Hi, Connie.
Truth Brother said, hard to imagine a month has gone by.
I know.
Edwin said, looked like Chris was giving you the sparkly eye when you said you missed a day. Yeah, I was, because slacker. This guy's slacking. Not only did he not do an actual 30 for 30, but he spent a week of it just hanging out at a desk. Jessica said, hi there. I was wondering how long before you started using Enteris gel that you noticed positive effects, and what were the positive effects that you a lot of typos. Effects that you had from using it. Okay. Wow. Did you get that?
Yeah.
Basically, what are the positive effects and what were they that you noticed?
Of the Enteris gel?
Yeah, Enteris gel.
Not so much. So one of the key things that Enteris gel is good for is kind of like a lightweight binder when you're feeling shitty. So I don't think that I've used Enteris gel and I feel like so amazing from it, but it's definitely helped me when I was feeling bad. So kind of like when I was new to this and I was stirring up what I believe to be lots of toxins into recirculation or whatever after I had my teeth removed, it really helped make a difference in that regard. So kind of like taking care of some of those negative symptoms when I was just starting to get into using saunas and all that kind of stuff. I don't know if I'm articulating well tonight.
You look a little peakish tonight. I don't know.
Like a Sunday.
Edwin said, Sparkly Eye is a reference from the movie Men Who Stare at Goats with George Clooney. Hilarious if you haven't seen it. I saw it. I don't really recall. Definitely don't recall that phrase from it. Mr. Tully said, can you talk about your experience of time length of a session and temperature of the time length of a session? Okay. I did a short session today, 30 minutes, but kept the temp at 163. Had a infrared heater and a rock heater. Was a heavenly heat.
Okay.
That is a lot further today than it's been. I don't know. That's weird.
That's pretty hot. Oh, he was in a half traditional.
No. I'm sorry. I'm talking about the chat. Like, I'm having a hard time seeing it.
Yeah, something's weird, right?
Yeah.
Something's up.
I don't know if the chat is smaller or it's just further back.
No, I think it's further back or something. Do you want me to pull the
No, it's fine. I can pull it up on my phone.
I'm having a hard time. Can you put one hand out and grab that side of the tip? And actually
I can't reach it.
Yeah, you can. Just right here. Grab it right here with the finger. Yeah. Good? Is that good? Okay. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, something was off, right? Okay. Let me read that again. Can you talk about your experience of length of session and temperature? Well, yeah, generally the least amount of temperature for you to get a good core sweat, the better. You can stay in longer and not tax the adrenals unless you're really trying to go for super hot sessions. But for you specifically, Mr. Tully, given your experience and your situation, I would say less is more. So did a short session. So I wouldn't say a 30-minute session is short for you if you were having trouble still. But the temp, it was 163. That's also pretty hot for you. He was in a half infrared, half steam, or half traditional electric. So it gets...
Yeah, he said that next, but I wasn't sure exactly what that meant.
Yeah. But that's a lot different. You can tolerate higher temperature in a traditional sauna than an infrared for longer, because that's the mechanism of heat delivery. So if it's not hot, it's not going to give you the same core temp increase. I don't know how to answer your question. If you're in a half and half sauna, or are you talking about what you're doing at home, or are you talking about the sunlighting that you were using? You gotta pick one for me to say, oh yeah, 15, 20 minutes at 133 degrees, far infrared is pretty good for you. I feel beat. I'm going to do lots of binders. My worry is over detoxing. Well, you might just be over stressing too. I mean, you're working through some health challenges, and I'm not sure, the phrase less is more should be on the top of mind. No matter what sauna you're in, what type it is, where you are, whether you're at home in the DIY, you're renting a session I think you said you were using the sunlighting, or you're in that half and half sauna. So you want to take it easy. I feel like I've said this already.
Several times.
That's okay. I'm more stubborn than anybody, so Lord knows I've done this. Oh, I feel terrible. Let's crank it up.
What's next, Edwin says, after 30 for 30 sauna challenge, should have something to do that includes Chris.
Yeah, I think maybe live stream once or twice a week, but not every single day at 9 p.m. Do you guys have any ideas of some different times? Because it's 9 p.m. Eastern when we start this, so it makes it really difficult. Like certain days when you have other stuff going on. I usually work out at 5:30, so there's not a whole lot of time to work out, cool down from that, eat dinner, and then still have some relaxed time for that to digest before we start this. This is a very odd time to be doing this.
Edwin says, oh wait, no, sorry, Mr. Tully. I have done very well with the DIY. I think it is more mellow than the infrared, meaning it does not stir up my toxic load too much. I also can time it better because it's in my house.
Yeah, that's a huge thing. Doing it at home is definitely a big deal. I mean, I like that statement that you just said there. If I would keep doing that. I would keep doing that.
So before we move on, I just want to say, you said that I might like this chair a little better.
Yeah.
I can't even tell. This thing's got my posture so perfect right now, because otherwise it's going to choke me out.
Yeah.
That I can't even really put my back on it.
Yeah, the head hole's in a weird position, right?
Yeah, it definitely is.
How's the heat?
I was going to say about 2 minutes ago, 10 minutes in, what did we preheat for? About 14 minutes, 15 minutes?
Yeah.
So 10 minutes on of us being live, and I've got a really good sweat going on right now. One thing that I noticed is, for everybody that asks, so how do your legs feel? My legs are on fire. Granted, the heaters are on the bottom, so the heat is coming from the bottom up, which I think is actually kind of genius.
It's the heat fans.
Yeah, I think it's kind of genius because obviously everyone knows hot air rises.
Right.
So if you start at the bottom, heating that, and work your way up, you're just going to have that heat throughout. Whereas with some of the other portables, you have the heat coming from the sides, from the shoulder area, and that's why you don't feel it so much, in my opinion, in your legs, your waist, your feet. My feet are on fire right now. I actually felt a sweat in my legs before I felt the sweat on the rest of my body. The rest didn't take very long to follow. Like, I am dripping sweat right now, but I did feel it in my feet and my legs first.
Yeah, that was kind of my experience too. That one, well, I don't want to tell you what I think. I'll wait.
Yeah.
But
stop trying to tarnish my thoughts.
Hey, you know why somebody had that and they borrowed it? Because when I first got it, I didn't like it.
Oh, so you're gonna just give it away? You're like, I don't care.
No, but my other friend had mentioned that he wanted to try something like that, and I was like, oh, I've got this thing. I'm not really using it or whatever. I just needed to test it, and but now that I've tested all these others back to back, and that's the key, is having them all in the same room and testing all this stuff in the same week. When you hop from one to the next,
that's awesome.
You can kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Like when you try a different one each night, you get a feel for the subtleties. Versus if you were at I don't know.
So would you say sebaceous sweat is when you can feel the drops racing down your body?
Pretty damn close in that one.
I mean, like I can probably count the race going on both arms with the sweat drops dripping.
I don't want to like jump any guns. I'm going to use it a couple more times. I want to see what you think. I want to see what Doug thinks. I want to see what some more people think. But my experience was that it seemed pretty effective. Oh, we're missing a lot of stuff.
Yeah, it's fine. I know we're right at the top. Welcome, Silver Gunner. Welcome, Peter. Javier, welcome. Going back up, Edwin said it's 7 p.m. there, so they're 2 hours behind.
Yeah.
Western Mountain Time. I think that is right. That's not West.
Mountain Time.
Mountain Time. Pure Being said, I'm doing Love Facebook on Wednesday at 6 p.m. PST. Love. Live. Yeah, that's live. Truth Provider Matt, would afternoons be better for you, like 4 p.m.?
Yes.
Is that Eastern, Truth Provider? And that would suck for me. You wouldn't have any guest appearances because I normally don't get out of work until like 4:30 earliest. 40-minute drive to get here.
Same thing for people watching.
So
that's what they all said when this started. That's why I did the 9.
Yeah, I mean, it would probably be fantastic for you. I just don't know how many viewers you'd be able to get at that point.
Yeah.
Oh, so Dan called himself live.
Silver said something?
Yep. Hello, guys. Just got an email. My sauna has been shipped. I called my family who was going to help put it together, and now they all got to get back to me and let me know. I will do it myself. LOL.
What size is it? What size is it, Silver Gunner? You can
That's
probably
what
do it
she said.
yourself. What else we got?
Javier, were you river sweating? Javier, what are you referring to? Are you referring in this one or one of the other ones?
I think you're talking about right now.
In this one, I am. If I'm not there, I'm definitely very quickly on my way.
We're getting behind. Peter said, love my Radium and Health One person. Right at the beginning of COVID, thanks to your videos. Been thinking of adding essential oils, aromatherapy. Any tips? Yeah, it's pretty easy. Just don't put the aromatherapy container right in front of the heater. It dries it out and not melts, but basically dries up the whole thing in about 10 minutes. So just place it somewhere else. Bench, floor, somewhere where you don't tip it over. And you'll do well with it.
To the provider, yes, I'm Eastern Time. Johnson A. Welcome, Johnson. Would you be able to recommend a alert? Johnson, can you be able to recommend a portable sauna at the end of?
Almost every single person has spelling errors. What's going on?
At the end of tonight, maybe TB8CHA. I guess it's a typo, but maybe at the end of tonight.
I don't know what you're asking. Go to Mr. Tully.
Mr. Tully, I've noticed when I pop my head out of the do-it-yourself, I sweat less. I think the head being cold and breathing in cold air affects my body sweat, even if your body is submerged in heat like you now.
Why are these so hard to read tonight?
I don't know. I swear I can read, guys. I am educated. I'm just having a really hard time.
Nothing's making sense.
I think part of it too is just it's looking weird for some reason still.
Yeah, Mr. Tully, you're also letting heat out when you do that. So there's a difference between having it vented and then having your body out a little bit. I wouldn't worry about it. As long as you're getting a full body sweat, your core temperature is increasing, you're getting a good session, do what's right for you. You need to stick your head out, great. I looked at those fans with the charcoal filter. I just got to take a couple measurements. I'm going to order one that you recommended, and then I'll send you some videos of when I'm testing it. So thank you very much for that, by the way. It's a good idea.
Unknown Jester, welcome. Are you guys drinking Kool-Aid or AMFs?
What's AMFs?
I don't know. I was looking at you thinking maybe you knew. It's vodka. I mean, Silver Gunner said it's a 4-person barrel, 6x8, which I actually knew that.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, so good luck on setting that one up alone. Let us know. Fly us out there. We'll come help set it up.
Don't say that again.
Totally kidding. I'm kidding.
Across
Please, yeah. Really.
Across the pond. Javier?
Referring to the one I'm in, yeah, lol. So, yeah, I'm going to open it up in probably about 5 minutes.
Yeah.
3 minutes, 5 minutes, and take a look. I'm definitely there. If you can see my face, let's see. Yeah, I'm getting a good sheen, but you can't really tell. But yeah, I mean, I'm sweating pretty good right now.
How's VOCs?
Actually, not so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I opened it up, I was like,
there's some VOCs.
Wow, that's pretty strong. But this one was like, I don't know if maybe it's got the fan heaters at the bottom.
It could
but
be
it's
anything.
definitely
dust on them. They could.
Well, that was the other thing. You said you let somebody borrow it, so I wasn't sure how often it got used or whatever. So
no idea. It's been sitting around for a while.
All right.
Truth Fighter?
Truth Rider, is it better if we type in caps?
No.
No, now I feel like I'm being yelled at.
Just
being
actual
scolded.
words.
Yeah, it's the autocorrects that are messing us up more than anything. What's up, Rob? Welcome. Rob Cousins said, I've enjoyed my Radiant Health 3-corner unit. We're about to move. Might you have any tips or advice for me to disassemble and avoid damage? We're having a moving company and don't want it damaged.
Yes, absolutely. How much time do you have, Rob? Like how long until you have to start disassembling and it gets packaged up? I could sort of try to stick my hands out of this thing and tell you what to do. Or if you have some time, I have some video footage of me. Okay.
Skipping ahead, he said 2 weeks.
Rob, if you go to cleverleverage.com, click on the contact page, fill out the form at the bottom. It'll send me an email. I'll send you some footage of how I pack them. What I've found to be most critical is that you get extra moving blankets, just rent them. And you have a full moving blanket that's overlapped on both sides in between each stack, and that you stack them vertically instead of horizontally. It makes a huge difference. But what matters is that what you call the riding edge. So the riding edge is what touches the floor or that's going to rub up against something else. You always want to put the riding edge that won't be seen on the bottom, so that if anything gets bumped, if anything gets scraped or something like that, when you put the sauna bag together, the trim covers it. And I don't know how to show you what I mean right now, but if I send you some footage of me moving one and packing one in a U-Haul, it'll make a lot more sense. I'm happy to do that. The only reason I asked you to email me is so that I remember.
Dan said spelling errors are coming from spell check, just like fact checkers on Facebook can't get anything right. Fair enough.
Okay.
Johnson said, sorry for the typo earlier. It's 2:18 a.m. midnight. Where are you from, Johnson? Jeez. I can't sleep. Would you be able to recommend a portable sauna at the end of the challenge with low EMF? Oh,
yes. At the end. We're not done yet. I got to put you in the DIY, and I also have to put you in the blanket.
And also, I feel like even once the 30 for 30 is over, I don't think it's going to be a fair assessment to be able to give a recommendation without trying them a couple more times, maybe.
Yeah, but I'm using them when no one's here.
Oh, okay.
I'm doing testing, taking EMF measurements, during the day. I'm doing the filming for the actual review videos.
Gotcha.
But yeah, you're right. It'll be a little while. Week or two, maybe.
So one thing I'm noticing right now, it's getting hot on my legs.
Yes.
Like almost to the point where it's a little unbearable.
22 minutes. Let's take a break. Let's see what you look like. Let's go.
All right. Let's see. Look at that video. Look at that. I mean, you can see.
Yeah.
Oh no, where is it?
You're sweating.
You can definitely see it.
I would say, damn, I don't want to be wrong. I'm wrong. That one, you sweat more on that one than the others, didn't you?
I think so.
I think I did too. I was wrong. Yeah, because look at me. Actually,
no, you're sweating pretty good right now too.
Actually,
do you have toxins you're sweating out right now? Like, are you super toxic right now? Jeez.
Well, you also sweat more than, you sweat better, not better than me. What am I trying to say?
You're more accustomed to it, so your body doesn't sweat as much. Yes, I know. Miss Tully said, I'm still waiting for my charcoal filter. USPS is backed up now. These are hard to read because we are squeezing sentences in 200 characters. Do you like head out or better than head in? Jesus.
Head in.
Pasta Man said, welcome, by the way. That's what she said. Carry on, gentlemen. Thank you for your insightful input. Edwin. Chris, how's the roofing job? Have the saunas helped recover from the physically demanding work? Yes, I was actually telling Matt the last time that I was here that we're upstairs right now, and the sauna rooms are both upstairs. And after showering and going downstairs to relax for a little bit, I was letting them know that when I first got here, walking upstairs, I could feel it in my legs. By the time I was done and took my shower, I was walking down and I was like a spring chicken all over again, just bouncing around, didn't have any pain in my feet, knees, hips, anything. So I think it's definitely helping a lot with the recovery. Yes, Truth Rider, I am river sweating. You're being said, guys, I'm trying to eat dinner here. So pretty sure 2 guys in 2 saunas is not what you watch while trying to eat dinner. I'm just saying.
But if he's a pure being.
Well, yeah, I guess that's true.
You might wear a funny looking hat.
No, Chad. I've been trying to get Matt to bind me since we started this, and he just refuses to.
Guys.
He said not on camera. I don't know what that means, but
Josh isn't here for the finale to handcuff you.
yeah.
He said,
How about that guy?
Hit or miss, man.
Jeez, so flaky that Josh.
I think he didn't want to fly down.
Yeah, well, I mean, whatever.
Would you?
We should have flew somebody else. Chad, you could have taken a couple days off from the force, right? Tell me you had to chase a bad guy in Orlando.
I feel like I'm sweating pretty good.
You look like it.
Yeah.
I used my snorkel yesterday in the DIY. It worked very well. I covered the snorkel with a wet towel. Are you trying to waterboard yourself?
Yeah, so he's sealed up and he's breathing fresh air. So he's gonna sweat like a banshee.
Yeah, that's intense.
But that's not. I can't really recommend people put a mask over their face. Not like that.
Yeah, so
I've thought about.
I'm gonna go ahead and open this up.
You are?
Yeah,
At 26?
At 26.
Why?
It's just on my feet, my legs.
Okay.
It's just too much.
All right. I got a good sweat going.
Yeah, you do.
Not
I
like
mean,
you, though.
yeah, but again, this is something you do on a regular basis. I don't.
Yeah, but
so
my basically my back shoulder is in the corner between the back heater and the side heater. So if there's not pools of, like, you have pools of sweat coming off of you.
yeah, yeah. I mean,
So we'll have to. Did you look like that in the Therasage? Did you look like that in the Synergy?
I don't recall. Anybody remember how much ocean sweat there was when I was in the Synergy of the Therasage?
Yeah,
Does it look like I have more coming out? I mean, look at that image right there. Like that's pretty intense.
Yeah.
And that's about the best that we can get without getting really weird with the camera and stuff.
I don't look like that.
No, but again, you had a good sweat, but I feel like once your body hits fresh air, you also go back to norm pretty quickly. Whereas
fast.
I don't.
Real fast.
My body's going to stay elevated.
Yeah. No, I cooled down really quick.
Tooth Rider said, Mr. Tully, I like your snorkel pipe idea. Mr. Tully said, no mask, just a snorkel.
That's cool.
That's intense. God,
That's really
I don't
intense.
know.
I thought about getting an aviator helmet with the oxygen hose and cutting a hole in the wooden sauna and then having a fresh air supply so that you could do like.
You trying to die?
No, but I mean, you could do a 3-hour session.
Holy crap.
Just get her done.
Yeah, get her done and sleep for 3 days. Boss Man said last weekend I did some hot and cold therapy. Do y'all do cold shower and after your sauna sessions? Yeah,
I do.
He does ice
not.
cold. I did not do the ice plunge. I'm a little bit of a wuss when it comes to that stuff. I
just do contrast
like
therapy.
it.
Hot, cold, hot, cold, hot, cold.
Yeah.
It gets you broken in. It gets you used to it.
I'm broken. I'm good.
What's Chet saying?
People don't like law enforcement too much on the East Coast. That's not
What?
true. We love law enforcement over here.
I think you look great.
So Tooth Rider said I have more sweat
body
today.
sweat.
Yeah.
Body
so,
sweat.
Yeah.
Okay. I kind of
Edwin,
thinking that.
Matt, do you do a Bren's gas session while in the sauna?
But what? Spell it.
BRENS.
Oh, are we done? Have you had enough?
I don't know yet. I'm just letting it.
These have low timers. There's probably not much left on yours.
No, I've got about 7 minutes or so.
Okay. Bren's gas? Yeah, I don't know. Only thing about the snorkel is that your family will make fun of you, give you.
I don't think they can make any more fun than they already have. Peter said that would be cool, the helmet idea. There you go. I think it would make for a pretty interesting video. I don't know how well you'd be able to do a video, but
Yeah, it'd be tough.
Edwin said, Chris, try the Wim Hof. So what is this Wim Hof method? Is it something you're going to...
Cold weather guy. He basically teaches a breathing, systematic way of breathing to let you control your nervous system a little bit. And he hikes mountains in the cold with no shirt on and stuff.
Oh, wow. So he's like a monk.
He's like the cold therapy king.
Okay. I'll say I'm kind of trying to dry myself a little bit, and my heart rate is definitely, I think, more elevated than it's been in the other ones.
So you're done, aren't you?
Yeah, I
I
think
feel
so.
like
so.
this one the actual temperature inside the sauna is hotter.
I agree.
Like it's intense, and some of it is. Do you feel how this is kind of like not cloth-like?
Yeah, it definitely feels like it's less porous than the other one.
So it's either like holding the moisture really tight, or it's holding the heat a little tighter. It's doing something. But I was so wrong about this. In our first
originally?
Yeah, in our first videos, I said, oh, the tent is thicker. This is one of the thinnest tents out there. Like, it's way thinner than this. The actual
interesting
cover. But
it's just a better material to keep the heat in. Hot and cold therapy is very popular in Asia. Cece said, yes, I actually have been doing a lot of research on that lately, and I've come across that myself. I do a lot of the hot, cold, and extreme, too. It's not simple stuff. It's extreme.
Hey, Heather. Good to see you. Edwin says, Chris meant...
Oh, Brown's gas in the sauna. Okay.
No.
You were telling me something about that. You mentioned it. I wasn't sure what it was.
It's the hydrogen machine downstairs that I'm battling with.
That thing that's kicking your ass right now?
Plumbing. It's the plumbing in this place.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
You've been working on that machine for like 4 weeks now.
Well, I do it like 40 minutes in my spare time, and then, I go to Home Depot when I can, try to get the parts, then I get the wrong stuff, blah, blah,
So
blah.
would you recommend Home Depot for sauna repairs?
That's for a hydrogen machine.
I'm totally kidding. It was a joke.
Hydrogen water, Brown's gas mask.
Truth Rider, I've seen steam come out of my body after going in sauna to a cold water soak.
Yeah.
I've done that going from a jacuzzi into a pool.
Core temp's probably pretty hot. Whoa.
So fast.
Whoa.
Oh.
Mr. Tully, you're in the balls? What the hell is going on tonight?
Of niche sauna talk when two bare-chested dudes are talking about breathing and a dude in the chat is snorkeling in a pot tent. Good stuff. I mean, yeah, you're not wrong there, Mr. Tully. That's pretty funny. Possum Man, I do 10 to 15 minutes in hot sauna or jacuzzi, then 5 to 10 minutes on very cold water, and repeat it 4 or 5 times. Feel great afterwards.
CC, does the thickness of the tent make a difference among all the models you've tested lately, especially in terms of holding the heat? No, because the thickest tents are the Therasage and the Synergy, and I feel like this thin tent holds the heat better. But it's not about the thickness of the material; it's the type of the material.
It's what the material is.
So this either has more rubber in it, more it's poly.
I'm not touching this one.
It's like a PVC vinyl feel that I get from this, and I think that is holding the heat a little tighter because it's less porous. I don't think it has anything to do with the thickness. It also has to do with the wattage. So in the final reviews of these, when I get them completed, we're going to talk about how much wattage each power supply in one of these has. This particular sauna seems like it has a little bit more power on tap, which I think is what's creating the extra heat. So, but I'm going to get some more seat time in them. And really, like, out of the portable saunas, I would say that all of them are better than not having a sauna at all. Like, both of us sweat of some type in all of them. So having one of these things, I would say, is beneficial compared to, like, we're nitpicking the hell out of them.
Well, that's your job. That's what you do. For me,
right.
Absolutely. Yeah. I sweat my ass off in all of them.
Right.
I look like a mess when I get out of it.
So how many have you tried? You've tried
1, 2, 3, 4.
So out of the ones that you've tried, what do you like? Pros, cons. What do you like? What do you don't like? Black one's Therasage. You use that one? No, yes. First one was the gray one.
Yes, the little gray one.
So which one do you like? Which one you don't like? And how much of it is your comfort? Because I know you're really picky about the seat.
Yeah.
But in terms of this, that can be fixed for like $30.
I think this Therasage. So I'm definitely going to go with this Relax as my number one. The only thing I don't like about it
chokes the hell out of you.
It does. You definitely are sitting very, very upright. Your posture has no choice but to be correct.
And it's just,
it comes around
where they put the hole in the top.
Yeah, I mean, it chokes you out. It really, there's no way. And even the hand holes are in a very odd position to try and reach out. Mm-hmm. I was having trouble trying to reach the glass just to take a drink. But aside from that, I feel like this is the most comforting because it's the biggest. Mm-hmm. So somebody that's a little bit bigger framed like yourself, or somebody that's even a little bit bigger, will fit in this more comfortably and have room to move around. One of the cons, another pro for this one is that heat comes from the bottom up.
Mm-hmm. You like
So that? I do, because I feel like this is the wood where you get the fuller body sweat because you're getting from the foot, from the ground up.
Mm-hmm.
The downside to that is you have all that heat coming from the bottom, and I wouldn't be surprised if I singed some hairs. Okay. And I wasn't even getting close to the heaters. That's just that heat coming directly at you like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's about it. Oh, the other thing, I mean, I thought it was going to be more of a pain. You can hear this thing. I mean, it's loud. You weren't joking, guys. If you couldn't hear it, just bad microphone. It is loud when you're sitting in here. I think it would be hard if I was trying to sit in here and relax to actually do that, because it's very loud.
You got the used to it?
I mean, maybe if I were to go into a meditation, probably,
like after we started and I stopped focusing on it, it seemed normal.
Yeah, I can see that. And definitely if we're not sitting here talking, having dialogue while doing it, mm-hmm. I can see zoning out and forgetting about it. Mm-hmm. But when you're focused on pros and cons and whatnot,
okay,
the ticking, the fans, like there's a lot going on that's not very relaxing.
Okay.
CC, I'm going to jump ahead real quick. CC, I think I just pretty much answered that. It can be distracting, but also like Matt said, if you don't focus on it, I believe you can get past it very easily.
So how about the seat in that one? Because I know you're really picky about the seats.
It's comfortable to a point, but like I said, because I have to sit, so if I were to sit against the back, I'm back here. Mm-hmm. I can't do that if I'm actually trying to sit in it.
Sure.
I'm more up here because that's just how I have to be mm-hmm. in order to close it up.
Okay.
So the seat itself, the seat bottom is comfortable, mm-hmm. but aside from that, I mean, I'd rather just kind of have a stool or something if I'm going to be sitting like that anyways.
All right. And then before last week, you've never used a portable sauna in your life?
No.
So out of all the ones that you tried, any comparison feedback for people that don't have the luxury of using all three of them back to back? Or four or five, whatever?
Oh, there was a lot of leftover electrolytes in there.
Got to start up.
Let's go back up real quick so we don't miss anything. Edwin said, did you see where Polk County next to Orlando, Florida, Sheriff Grady Judd is kicking ass out of the criminals that were doing the Walmart scam for millions of dollars?
What?
Doesn't surprise me, Edwin. Polk County is known for stuff like that. So whenever you see Florida man, usually they're from Polk County or thereabouts. I did not personally see anything about that. Did you?
Mm-hmm.
No. I'll look into it though. Pasta Man said, I think this has helped me overcome my anxiety. I think it made me have control of my nerves. This is why I'm always searching to get some sauna action. Okay. Is that from watching two half-naked guys talk about saunas, or just from being in saunas? I'm just curious.
CC has a question for you.
Yeah, so my height...
I don't know how tall you are. Does it matter?
That hurts.
I'm sorry.
That hurts a little bit.
All right, well, you didn't answer my question either about the comparing these things.
CC, so I am 5'7", 5'8". 5'8" high and probably about 5'8" round.
All right, so
Pasta Man said both. Okay, so what is your question? Comparison?
Okay, so before a week ago, you've never been in a portable sauna,
mm-hmm.
right? You've been in sauna in the gym. You've done the wooden saunas. So do you have any feedback to offer somebody? Because you've gotten to use all these back to back. Do you have any feedback to offer somebody that doesn't have the luxury of trying them back to back and is trying to pick one? Like, is there anything that stands out to you about any one of them that is either positive or negative that could help somebody that can't come over here and try them all? Like, because they're trying to pick one. They're all in the same price range, right? Like they're $800 to $1,000 for the expensive ones, and
I feel like that's kind of a unfair question, because there's even without getting too nitpicky, there's still a lot that's going to go into that. How much space do you have?
They're all about the same size.
How big are you? I mean, I guess.
They take up a 36 by 36 area for the most part.
Yeah, but the footprint's different.
A little bit.
Then, I mean, like the footprint might be the same, but it's...
But if you have space for this one, you're not going to not buy this one because this one takes up 2 more inches than that one.
Yeah,
but you're going to fold it up and put it in a closet after you get done using it, and you're going to call it a day.
But 2 more inches could be the difference. That's what she said.
Thanks. You can thank Chris for not helping you guys.
No, that was Pasta Man. He had to come in and say that. To answer your question,
trying to make it useful for people that watch.
I would say probably the Relax or the Therasage are going to be the two out of the four that I tried. Those would be definitely 1 and 2.
Why?
Just because of the sweat that you get. I like this Relax that I'm in right now. I don't think I could do longer than a 15 or 20-minute session, just because of the heat on my legs.
Okay.
Whereas with the Therasage, I feel like I could have done 40 minutes. I think that's too much. You know, I don't think anybody needs to do 40 minutes, but I feel like I could have done 40 minutes and been more comfortable doing that. As far as everything else, I mean, I think the sweats were pretty much, again, it's hard for me. I'm going to sweat anyways. The average person that's looking to buy one of these is probably on my level, not necessarily on your level. So they're not going to have an issue sweating either.
That's kind of why I'm asking you this.
Yeah, I don't think that anybody's really going to have issues sweating. If your goal is to river sweat, any one of these is going to get the job done for you. Minus the cadaver bag, I haven't been in it, so I couldn't tell you. Although I feel like that one might be even worse. But I mean the DIY, I'm probably going to pass out when I do that one.
You'll be all right. So basically, from my observation, you sweat well in the other ones, but you sweat about in half the time in this one. So in about 20 minutes, you look like you were cranking in this, and it took about 35 to 40 in the others.
So, well, unfortunately, when we did that one, there was a lot more opening and closing, and
True.
I don't remember exactly why we were moving stuff around so much, but I know we were in and out a lot more on those. This one, I definitely tried. I think the Therasage was the second one, or was that the first one that I did? Synergy was first? Okay, so Therasage was the second one, and we were still trying to figure this thing out, how we're going to do this live, how we're going to talk, interact, and stuff like that. So there was a lot more going on. After that, and with the Therasage and on, I was trying to keep it closed as long as possible.
Yeah.
Trying to limit the amount of times that I put my hands out, I unzipped, I wiped. Wiping even was limited.
We need to put you in the DIY, we need to do the bag, and then do them all one more time.
Okay. So let's go back up.
What do we got?
Where are we at there? If I were a traveling salesman, I think the portable sauna that is most compact would be ideal. So
I
to the
haven't showed you
provider,
that yet.
Huh?
I haven't showed you that yet. This one, you know how the other ones fold up and they're like 2 feet by 3 feet? It's like a big case. This one folds up into a little thing about like a ball like this. So if you're...
Can you do that again, but come over this way a little bit? No, you seriously, you were out of the camera.
Oh,
so
well, I'm going to show it in the review, but this basically folds up like a sun visor in your car. So it folds up into a circle about like this.
Wow, really?
It's kind of cool.
That's impressive.
You can pack it.
And then you just put all this stuff like in. Nice. Well, there you go, Truth Rider. CC said, it seems to me that the structure of the model that doesn't fit both Matt and Chris, even though of that model that doesn't fit both Matt and Chris, even though both of you are quite tall. I don't.
I can't read the chat tonight. The words, the comments, everything. It doesn't make sense.
CC didn't say anything after that. CC, can you clarify? I'm sorry. I'm not exactly sure what that's supposed to mean. Can you grab me the water, by the way, so I can pour a little more?
Yeah.
Chet, 5'7.5". Are you saying that's you, or are you saying that 5'7.5" isn't tall? Because I mean, it's tall for the land of the midgets where I'm from, but it's not necessarily tall when you're talking about people like Matt.
Chris, which portable sauna would you buy?
Matt, which portable sauna do I get a discount from you on? No, really, if price was not an option, or I'm sorry, was not a problem, and I could get any of them that I wanted to, it would probably be Therasage. And the reason I say that is because although I do like this one a lot, there's a couple things that I don't like about it. Would I get used to it? Would it be okay? Maybe, but just first opinion on everything. If I went in, had to just impulse buy, it would be the Therasage.
Done deal.
Chris, did you benefit from the fans of the sauna you're in now? I My legs got a suntan.
I mean, you were asking for that. You used another portable sauna, and you were like, "Oh, if it had fans in the bottom to move the heat around, that would be good."
I'm gonna need somebody to clip that and let me know because I don't remember that.
I think you said.
That doesn't sound like Chris talk, by the way.
Sounds like Chris talk.
Okay. Karen, hey Karen, how you doing? First time? Yeah, okay.
No, she was here before.
Tonight though.
Oh yeah.
Doesn't the relaxed sauna have higher EMF than the Therasage?
Yes, magnetic fields.
So Karen, I'm not gonna lie, I was basing it off of my experience, not any of that. Unfortunately, I don't really look at that stuff because I think we had this conversation, you and I. What am I trying to say here? The EMF isn't as important to me.
You don't pay attention to it at all.
Yeah, before watching Matt's videos, I really didn't even know what it was in relation to saunas.
I say EMF, you say you what, mate?
Exactly, milligausses or mighty mouses. I don't know.
That's actually how. So that's how we came up with the idea to do this the very first time. The two guys went sauna in the wooden sauna because he came over one night and these were all set up in a room and he got in one and there was somebody in another one and I was in here and he looked over and he was like, "Hey bro, what's your EMF?" Like he was making fun of me. And so it was actually really funny. And so we thought, hey, why don't we do that for real instead of just having me in the sauna? That's how the whole thing started. But yeah, Karen, the relaxed sauna has higher magnetic fields. The Therasage has higher electric fields. The relaxed sauna keeps most of the EMF at your feet. The Therasage is up around the rest of your body.
Do I want it in my toes or do I want it at my heart?
Neither one is perfect. So none of the portable saunas are perfect. No, you, Chris. Sorry, my bad.
No, you, Chet. Oh, sorry. Never mind. I'm a gamer, so disregard. Cece said, sorry, my bad. I meant the relaxed sauna doesn't fit both of you.
It fits both of us.
Yeah, I was going to say.
The neck hole is in a weird spot.
It's not that it doesn't fit. It's just the way that it's set up.
The place that they cut the neck hole in the top of the tent is too far back. It should be a little bit more forward, like in some of the other tents, so there's no pressure on the front of the neck. So your seating position is just a little weird. It's just a little off. But I mean, I think it gets hot enough to where you could just leave the zipper open a little bit and let some of the heat escape.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, I'm glad you said that because I meant to say it earlier. I opened it up a little bit just because it was kind of choking me out.
Yeah.
And I could not feel, as a matter of fact, we said this even before starting. Yeah. In the preheat, I was standing next to it and I could feel the heat emanating from it.
I'm pretty sure that out of all the portables, this is the hottest.
Yeah, I mean, when I opened it up, like, I don't know.
The only thing that's hotter than this is the DIY.
I had it cracked like this, and I instantly started sweating from my head.
Yeah, it was quick.
Whereas with the other ones, I talked about it in the other videos, I was not sweating very much from the neck up because it's out of the tent and you weren't getting that heat. Even with it cracked, the heat just seemed to kind of linger right at your shoulders.
Oh, she wants to know if she can get in it. That's what she's trying to assess. Yeah, but you might have to get a different chair.
Hold on.
What? What are you doing?
Trying to move. It's not working. Yeah.
No. It's you would have to get a different chair, CC, most likely that's adjustable up or down. But a lot of people ditch the chairs that come with the portables anyway because they're not that great. I've got one downstairs that I'll showcase like in the actual reviews of the models. Something you can pick up on Amazon that has adjustable legs. And it's not cloth, so it doesn't absorb your sweat. All right, we're going on 50 minutes. It's time to roll. Ready to go?
I'm good.
Any other questions, guys? We're going to go ahead and hop off.
Real quick before we do.
What?
So this thing has been off for
like
at least 5 minutes.
Did you do you switch this off? Are they still lit up?
No, it's off. They're off. But just closing it up, I'm starting to sweat again.
Really?
Yep. From the ambient heat that's still in it, and then just from trapping my body heat in it. Can you see?
Yeah.
I'm starting to sweat again.
But your core temperature's still up, though.
That's what I'm saying, though. Now, if you were to get in here, you probably wouldn't do that because your body's used to it. Your body actually cooled down.
I know, but I think that's the gut feeling that, like, when I say it's holding the heat or it's more insulative or it's trapping the moisture or doing something, I think that's where that's coming from.
I agree.
Like, it's just the
sensation. Well, I told you, this I get that hot cold food bag thing. I don't get that. Why did you turn this back on? I don't want it
You
anymore.
hate it.
I don't get that from any of the other ones. The one that you're in, any of the other ones, not getting that same feeling from.
See you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Good to see you. Matt, what Brown's gas plans are you using? I didn't. I bought a machine.
Oh my God. I'm sorry, Edwin. You actually asked that up above, and then we got sidetracked. I forgot to say it.
See you later, Chet. Good to see you. CC, what's the plan for the grand celebration finale? Well,
we got to figure that out. I had a rough night last night, so I didn't even want to do this tonight. But I was like, we kind of got to get the 30 in. So I called Matt, and he's like, "Yeah, come on over. We'll do it. We'll figure something out, though. Maybe season 2, we'll do some interesting stuff."
He wants snorkel on day 30.
Oh boy, black tie affair. Yeah, definitely not wearing anything.
Black tie. Yeah, we're getting a suit.
You know what? Maybe we'll do a YouTube after dark.
Uh-oh.
And yeah, we'll get some beer, we'll get some joints, some women.
What are you just pulling this out of your ass? Jeez.
That's what she said.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and sign off, guys. Beer in the sauna. We can do beer in the sauna.
We could do. I mean,
do that.
I like vodka.
Vodka.
Lots of vodka.
Vodka. All right, guys. Have a good night. We'll see you tomorrow.
Joints and